Thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome back to another story time with Uncle Ball. And today I'm gonna be telling a parenthood story. All right, this is the story about how I almost had my daughter on a highway. Yes, my baby girl, well, my oldest daughter was almost born on a highway. Before we get to work, y'all already know, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video because you know the content is dope. So y'all ready to go down memory lane with your old Uncle Ball? All right, let's go to work. All right, I have three beautiful kids, right? And I thank God for each and every last one of them. And I was there for all their births, and I've seen every type of birth that you can have, like as far from a woman. I seen a epidural birth where they really don't feel anything. That was with my first child. I seen a natural birth where they feel everything and have all the pain with my second child. And with my third one, I actually witnessed a C-section. But this is the story about my second child birth that I witnessed and how she was almost born on the interstate. Okay, so I'm in the military at the time. I'm stationed down in Jacksonville, Florida, right? And I'm talking about, man, like at this time I'm E5 and I'm a honor guard instructor. Like I don't know if people know what an honor guard is. Like an honor guard is the ones who go perform burials and the ones who you see like at the game with the flags and stuff like that. Like I was the instructor for that. Like I was real good too. I'm fire hot. So at this time my wife, she was pregnant with my daughter. Now she was stationed, both of us military. I'm Navy, she's Army, and she's stationed up in Fort Gordon in Augusta. So every weekend that I was off, I'll drive up there to go check on her and see how the baby doing. But it was getting closer to the time that she was due, so I talked to my supervisor and I'm like, hey, look, you know, uh, the baby could come at any moment. I don't know when, but I just want to be there for, what I'm saying, to witness my childbirth, but I don't know when the baby coming. So I'm gonna tell you how cool my supervisor was. The GM1 Packer. He was like, well, Howard, man, you've been so good and done everything that you asked me to do. Like, cause I trained at the Jacksonville National Cemetery as well as NAS Jax and Mayport. Like, I was just that good. So he was like, man, this is what I'm gonna do. He was like, I'm gonna just let you go home because Maya's supposed to have been born like October the 12th. That's crazy. But she ended up coming on September the 30th. But he had to let me go home like around my birthday, which is like September the 9th. Yeah, your boy, big Virgo, in case y'all wondering. So he let me go home from the time of my birthday to the time that she was born and gave me a week. So, all right, so I'm at home for my birthday. Now, mind you, I ain't on no paid leave. I'm getting paid. I ain't on no leave or nothing like this. Man just told me to just, I trust you. You've been taking care of business. Everybody know what to do. Just call and keep me updated weekly and let me know what's going on, which I did, right? So, all right, so I'm sitting at home in Augusta, just me, her, and you just talking about the baby and stuff like that. And so she was like, Ball, I think I'm having some contractions. I think I'm having some contractions. So I'm like, but it was some contractions, but she was like, this don't feel normal. So let's go to the doctor and see, because it might be time for her to come, right? So as we drive into the doctor, like we stayed in Grovetown, Georgia. The doctor office was like all the way like past downtown Augusta, right? So she like it's starting to hurt a little bit more. So we get to the doctor office, right? So what I'm saying, she still can walk. She was able to walk up there, even though she still was feeling pain. Like, so I respect women to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because of the things I got to go through with bearing the child. So salute to you guys. So we walk up there to the doctor office. So the doctor sit her down, and doctor was like, "You okay?" He like, "Nah, I'm not feeling pain. I think the baby. You know what I'm saying? I think I probably need to stay because it's a possibility that the baby could be on the way." So the doctor was like, well, and he was like a little Pakistani dude too. He was like, well, we really don't have the space. I'm like, I said, excuse me, sir, with all due respect, y'all ain't got the space, but I clearly see a bed right there where people can go rest. He was like, well, I just don't think it's time for the baby to come and stuff like this. I'm like, you sure? He was like, okay, all right. So mind you, she's still like having contractions and stuff like that. So the doctor sent us back home, right? So I'm like, all right, man, I ain't tripping about that. We went on home and I was like, baby, if it just get worse, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, just let me know. So we got home. I sat on the bed and let her rest and stuff like that. So I went back outside, like, you know, just get some fresh air and stuff and just see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I heard from the back room, I heard, like she couldn't even get the word help all the way out because it was hurt so bad. I'm like, what's going? Man, I walked back into the back room. Her water had them bust all over the bed. And so now, mind you, like I'm not panicking, but in my mind, I'm like, oh man, I said this baby is about to come. Like, and this man done sent us home. All kind of stuff racing through my mind. Like, man, I'm finna lawsuit. I'm finna kick this dude behind when we get up there, man. So I'm like, all right, baby, just hold it. So it wasn't even 5 minutes that her water had bust when when she was sitting on the bed, right? So I scrapped up and put it now. All right, I'm finna have a baby, right? I hit the hazardous light. I said, you know what? The police gonna have to do what they gonna have to do because I'm finna get you to this hospital, right? No, the hospital like 15 minutes away. Man, matter of fact, the hospital like 20 minutes away. I made it there in like about 10 minutes. I didn't stop it. No red lights. I rode past everybody and anything I seen. And so I'm driving on one hand, like I'm holding on the stomach. She grabbed my hand, like she finna come, she finna come out, she finna. I said, just hold on, baby, just hold on, baby, just hold on, baby. We almost there, right? So we ended up getting to the hospital, right? As soon as we got to the hospital, man, I left the car. I jumped out the car and I ran straight up there. I grabbed the doctor. I said, "You mother effer, you sent us home, and this girl water done broke." And so I'm up there, man. I'm just choking him out. The nurses grabbing me. I'm like, "Don't grab me. Go get my wife. Go get my wife out of the car. Go get my wife. Well, ex-wife, go get her out the car. Go get her out the car." So, and I'm just sitting here. He's like, "Man, I'm sorry. I ain't said this other." I'm like, "You ain't know. You supposed to be a doctor. You better hope we don't sue you." I'm just talking all kind of crazy, jacking the man up, trying to jump on him and stuff like that. So from the time that let me tell you this, from the time that we stopped at the hospital, 5 minutes later, my daughter was coming out of her mom, like, and just like the thought of having my baby born on the highway because of the stupidity of a doctor, man, that's crazy. And that was by far the craziest birth that I done seen. Like I almost had my baby on the highway. And I show my baby, I show her these YouTube, and she like, "Dad, when you gonna do one of me? When you gonna do one of me?" So this one of the ones that I'm gonna do for you, even though she know this story, but I just told her that I was gonna tell this story to the world so people can know, like, yeah, man, I almost had my baby on the highway based on the stupidity of a doctor. So shout out to Maya. I love you, baby. All right.